Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Matatag Curriculum, English Grade 4, Quarter 3, Lesson 8. Our topic for today is about adjectives, degrees of comparison. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competencies and objectives. First, compose appropriate sentences for clarity and coherence. Second, use adjectives in the comparative and superlative degrees. Content. First, adjectives, degrees of comparison. Second, writing sentences for clarity and coherence. Day 1. Let us have first a short review. Adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or person, place, things, or idea. It gives more information about size, color, shapes, feeling, or quality. Examples of adjectives: size, big, small, tall. Color, red, blue, green. Shape, round, square, flat. Feeling, happy, sad, excited. Quality, beautiful, strong, and smart. Degrees of comparison of adjectives. Positive, the base form of the adjective. No comparison. Example, Cebu is beautiful. Comparative, compares two things usually ending in ER or using more. Example, Cebu is more beautiful than other cities. Superlative, compares three or more things, usually ending in EST or using most. Example, Cebu is the most beautiful city in the south. When comparing two adjectives, the suffix ER is added to regular adjectives to form the comparative degree and EST to form the superlative degree. Some adjectives change their spelling when forming their comparative and superlative degrees. Here are the examples. First column, we have positive degree. Second column, comparative degree. And third column, superlative degree. Tall, taller, tallest. Hot, hotter, hottest. White, whiter, whitest. Big, bigger, biggest. Sad, sadder, saddest. Sweet, sweeter, sweetest. Great, greater, greatest. White, whiter, whitest. Short, shorter, shortest. Brave, braver, bravest. When the adjective ends in Y, the Y is replaced with I, and the suffix ER and EST are added to form the comparative and superlative degrees respectively. Here are the examples. Happy, happier, happiest. Lonely, lonelier, loneliest. Lively, livelier, liveliest. Busy, busier, busiest. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Some adjectives form the comparative and superlative degrees by adding more or less and most or least. Famous, more famous, less famous. Most famous, least famous. Bitter, more bitter, less bitter. Most bitter, least bitter. Courageous, more courageous, less courageous. Most courageous, least courageous. Entertaining, more entertaining, less entertaining. Most entertaining, least entertaining. Expensive, more expensive, less expensive. Most expensive, least expensive. Unusual, more unusual, less unusual. Most unusual, least unusual. Other irregular adjectives change their spelling to form their comparative and superlative degrees. Examples: good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Far, for physical distance, farther, farthest. Far, for metaphorical distance, further, furthest. Old, older, eldest. Oldest, eldest. Unlocking content vocabulary. In this activity, learners will share their informational texts they wrote in the previous lesson. Before presenting, each student will choose one or two important words from their text. Write them on the board and explain them to the class. The rest of the class will listen carefully to how those words are used in context and try to guess their meanings based on the sentences. Directions. Complete the paragraphs by changing the adjectives in the parentheses to their comparative or superlative degrees. Write your answers on the blank. Let's read the pasalubong ideas. Moron is Tacloban's version of Manila suman or rice cake, while both are made of sticky rice, coconut, and sugar. Moron is blank, creamy, because it has chocolate or cocoa powder. Cebu's otap and hopia are both referred to as puff pastry. Otap, however, is blank, light than hopia, but hopia is blank, flavorful than otap because of its varied fillings. The Cebuanos are also known for their ampao or rice puffs, which makes for a good snack for light eaters. However, if you want something blank heavy and blank crunchy than ampao, then there is no question that the chicharon or pork or beef cracklings would be a blank good choice. The binagol resembles the calamay hati in certain ways. Both are packed inside coconut shells. Both also make use of coconut milk and sugar, but the difference is that the binagol uses shredded gabi or taro and egg, while the calamay hati's main ingredient is the glutinous or sticky rice. Can you guess which of these two is sticky? Blank sticky? If you, however, prefer pasalubong that comes in a box or foil and looks blank, traditional, then you should bring home some peanut kisses. These are bite-sized peanut cookies that are shaped like the chocolate hills. But if you happen to travel blank far than the Visayas and end up in Davao, it is imperative that you bring home some durian products. Although Davao has many pasalubong items, of all its delicacies, its durian products are certainly the blank famous. It is what piyaya is to Bacolod and strawberries are to Davao. The next is Oslob's Butanding. Have you ever seen whale sharks? Oslob is a town in Cebu which is known for its whale sharks or butanding. In particular, the whale sharks are found in Barangay Tanawan, a coastal municipality within Oslob. Whale sharks are blank, small than the blue whale, but they are known to be blank friendly. As of 2024, to swim with the whale sharks, Filipino tourists pay 1,000 pesos, while foreign tourists are charged 2,000 pesos. The rate for Filipinos is blank, cheaper in order to encourage more Filipinos to support local tourism. Although the rate that foreign tourists pay is blank expensive than the amount charged for Filipinos. They don't mind the cost for as long as they would go or would get the chance to see these gentle giants. Of all of Oslob's tourist attractions, swimming with the Butanding is also the blank famous. Let's answer. Number 1, creamier. Number 2, lighter. Number 3, more flavorful. Number 4, heavier. Number 5, crunchier. Number 6, good. Number 7, stickier. Number 8, more traditional. Number 9, farther. Number 10, most famous. Number 11, smaller. Number 12, friendlier. Number 13, cheaper. Number 14, more expensive. Number 15, most famous. Day 2. Worked example. Activity 1. Write meaningful sentences using the given adjectives. Number 1. Stronger. He is stronger after lifting weights every day. Number 2. Merrier. The birthday party was merrier when the cake arrived. Number 3. Fewer. There are fewer birds in the sky today. Number 4. More populated. The city is more populated than the village. And number 5. Least crowded. The park is least crowded in the early morning. Worked example. Get ready to bring comparisons to life. Choose pictures, magazine, clippings, print out, online images, or even draw your own to show how different or similar objects, products, places, or people are. You'll create a visual story and help us see the contrasts and similarities in a fun and creative way. Worked example. Directions. Write one sentence about your pictures using adjectives in the positive degree. Two sentences using adjectives in the comparative degree, and two sentences about your pictures using adjectives in the superlative degree. After completing the activities, let's dive deeper into how adjectives and their degrees of comparison help us share information more clearly. I'll ask you, why do you think adjectives are important in an informational text? How do you think using different degrees of comparison, like when we show differences or similarities, helps us better communicate a message in a text? Here are the questions. First, why is using adjectives important in an informational text? The answer: using adjectives helps describe things more clearly, making the information more interesting and easier to understand. Second, how does using degrees of comparison help in relaying the message of an informational text? The answer: degrees of comparison allows us to show how things are different or similar in a clearer way, helping the reader understand the importance or size of what's being discussed. Day 3. Now, let's take a trip back to your previous work and sample paragraphs we explored earlier. Think about how you can add even more exciting details to your writing. Maybe mention some local delicacies, special attractions, or hidden gems of the place you wrote about. Let's make your work come alive with fun facts and colorful descriptions. It's time to get creative. You'll start by making an outline for your improved writing, kind of like a rough draft. This will help you organize your ideas and make your writing even better. Feel free to ask your seatmate or friends for feedback, and let's work together to make our writing amazing. Once you've written your outlines, you'll have the rest of the time to finish and perfect your informational text. This is your chance to add all the important details and make your writing the best it can be. Day 4. Learners' takeaways. Directions. Recall what you learned from this lesson and fill in the blanks with ideas and information that will complete each statement. You may also use drawings to show your answers. One thing I don't understand or I wish to understand further in the lesson. And one thing I learned in the lesson. Reflection on learning. Directions. Share your reflections on the things that you learned from this lesson. Fill in the table below with the ideas that will complete each statement. Here are the reflection prompts. First, I am happy that I learned about. Second, what I learned is useful because. Third, at home or in my community, I can use what learned by. And last, I wish to learn more about. Your answer in words or in drawing is accepted. After everyone has presented, we'll split into groups. Each group will work together to create a short informational text that answers this prompt. Why should we be proud of the different delicacies, pasalubong items, and tourist attractions in the Philippines? Maraming salamat sa panonood! Huwag kalimutang i-like at mag-subscribe para sa higit pang educational content. I-click ang bell icon para ma-update ka sa ating mga bagong video. Salamat!